Hi guys, some time ago Nigel Farage was asked how well Brexit was going, and he admitted that it was a bit of a disaster. The Brexiteer had said some years back that he would leave the UK if it was proven that exiting the European Union would be bad, but for some reason he's still hard at work at his office in London. Anyway, Farage seems to be doing Remainer or Rejoiners jobs for them, as he keeps coming up from time to time with reasons why Brexit was a bad idea. Here on his show, he highlighted the story of a Syrian asylum seeker who's stuck in a sort of limbo. Now, we don't get all the details, but can you spot the Brexit problem in this piece?
Now, the What the Farage moment, an extraordinary story. Ala Eldin, he's Syrian. He ran away from Syria because he didn't want to be conscripted. He came to the UK by dinghy in 2021. He then absconded from a migrant hotel to work in the illegal economy. He now finds himself living under that dinghy on Dover Beach. He's trying to get on the back of a lorry to get back into Europe because he doesn't want to stay here anymore, and the British authorities keep stopping him from going. And actually, this is a really funny one because we could just send him back to Syria. But Syria is on a list of countries that we do not deport people to, and we have no agreement with the European Union. And so despite the fact he wants to leave, he's stuck here. And we now have the really odd sight on TikTok of people who've illegally come to Britain, now illegally going back to Europe. Having said that, the percentage that go back is very, very small. Now,
what is the problem here? How is this connected to Brexit? Well, he pointed it out here himself. We don't have an agreement with the European Union. He said we don't have an agreement with Syria and we don't have an agreement with the European Union. Now, why is there no agreement with the European Union? Because of Brexit. Because of a hard type of Brexit that Nigel Farage supported along with Boris Johnson. So, if you don't have an agreement to send people back, then the only way for them to go back is by smuggling themselves onto trucks or getting in dinghies to cross back over. That's not safe. And there's an obligation, of course, on the UK government to stop people from doing that. Like there's an obligation on the French to stop people from crossing the channel. But they can't catch everyone, and they're not able to stop everyone if they decide, well, look, I don't want to stay in France. This man, it seems, doesn't want to stay in Britain. He would like to go somewhere else. But unless you have a legal contract, a legal agreement with the European Union, then you can't send people there. This is a consequence of Brexit. If the UK had remained in the European Union, this guy arrived in Britain, well, then he would simply return back to France or wherever he was before. There wouldn't be a problem. But if he's claiming asylum in Britain, then there's a problem because he has to stay in Britain until his claim is processed. But once again, we don't know all the details, but we can be sure that if there was an agreement between the UK and the European Union, then it would be simply a case of this guy returning. But there isn't because of Brexit. Let me know in the comment section, guys, what you think. As always, your comments are greatly appreciated. Thanks a lot.